Like 12 days of sobriety? Weed. How could you ever maintain that much hair on your penis? Disney Channel, I was smoking crack pretty much. The tarest of tar lung.
Looking at girl, I can help you with that. She like when I be rocking how I'm wearing my hat. This that song.
Good morning, viewers of the Hob Life. We are in a raining situation. They were claiming it was gonna snow today here in Pennsylvania, but unlike the news, you can't believe anything they say on the weather. They just come up with crazy shit just to try and sell stuff like, I don't know, snow shovels, whatever they're trying to sell you, salt, I don't know, whatever. It's just raining out. Another beautiful day here on Earth, and we are going to get gas for my wife's van. I don't even know where we're at. Maybe like 12 days of sobriety, and I'm feeling the love, baby. It is coming down though, boys. If this was snow, we'd be sitting on some serious amounts of snow, which would be pretty cool, but I don't see that happening. And you see this new jacket? I'm stoking on this. My mom got it for me for my birthday, which is this coming Wednesday. I'm turning 34 years old. Pretty gnarly. I thought I was turning 35 for some reason, but 34, I'm still a young chicken. This mother trucker's got a lot to give left. You know what I mean? I got a lot to give. 87 race fuel. 86 would be race fuel. That's the year I was born. Come on. What's up, boys? What are you doing this morning? Dr. Danger and Evil Knievel are just, you know, don't bite me, you little trucker. Just hanging out, living the dream in the warm basement by the window. Hey, Sparrow! And then we got Sparrow in here. She's just chilling in her warm bed all nice and cozy, trying to get acclimated to the fam. What are you doing?
I'm with this puppy right now.
What are you guys camping? Yeah. By the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Christmas tree's looking pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Looking really gnarly, huh, bruh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody left a comment on my channel, I think yesterday or the day before, that said idle hands are the devil's workshop, and that is kind of really holding true today. It's the first day since the weather's been so bad that I can't really do all the crazy stuff that I like doing, like working outside, and yeah, so I'm just sitting in my basement, sitting around the house. Rachel and Naomi went to do things, get stuff ready for Christmas. I've been down here, I hung up some paintings. I did this during the last lockdown. COVID-19, we can save you, but it will cost you your soul. That's referring to the vaccine. And then I drew another picture here, and it says, is reality a concrete space, or is it like water? Whoa, my phone's ringing. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just seeing what the claim is, if you want to do anything today, or we're just kind of not doing anything, and I can just work on a project at my house.
For right now, just work on the project at your house. I don't have any idea. I'm so fucked up upside down.
Why are you sounding so angry?
Because I am.
About?
Just a lot of decisions that I make in life.
Well, what do you mean? Like having 4 kids?
Having 4 kids, having just my life is full of a lot of bullshit. That's it. I'm not mad actually, dude, at all.
Well, dude, I don't give a fuck if we do anything or not. I'm just trying to make sure, like...
Dude, I wish I could just work 7
Me
days
too.
a week, literally, and ignore everything else in my entire life and live in an apartment that I rented.
I don't know. That's a little far-fetched, but I wish we could work a lot.
Where my deal is now, I just work my ass off and then just get it. Everything else is just total fucking bullshit. Just never getting caught up with maintaining all this stuff.
How could you ever maintain that much hair on your penis? You know what I mean?
Your daughter's on the way here, so
I just wanted to make sure that you didn't want me to do something for the company today instead of just work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down for whatever.
I do want to do something for the company today, but I can't. I went and looked at the machine. There's nothing there. It's so fucked up outside.
So Sasquatch is feeling the idle hands or devil's workshop today too. He's just stressing. I can sense it, dude. He's a wild rod. But back to what I was claiming. I am going to turn the Hob basement, the Hob shack, into more of a moto world where I can bring all my bikes in here, work on my bikes, store my bikes in the basement, and yeah, just make it feel better, because I've had this same setup with all these like trike parts, bike parts, skate stuff for a long time, and I don't even really skateboard. Oh my gosh, I've had this focus off the whole time. I don't really skateboard or trike anymore, so I'm gonna set this up so I can work on my dirt bikes, because that's what I've really been into lately. So I'm gonna change this whole area here, remove the table, organize those shelves. Yeah, pretty much redo this whole John. and then I will show you guys the magic when it's done, because nobody wants to see me clean my basement. Hope you guys are pursuing your dreams. Hope you guys are following your passions. Just want to say one thing. There's people on the channel right now like telling me to stop talking about it. What are you? Stop talking about it. Just do it. Stop talking about this. Stop talking about that. Honestly, dude, like, I'm just being me on the YouTube channel now. So I'm just gonna say what's on my mind and how I'm feeling and what's going through my head and what's happening in my life. If you want to watch a YouTube channel where people are fake and just act like a certain persona on their YouTube channel, and then behind the scenes they do whatever they want, I mean, there's plenty of other YouTube channels that aren't real out there. So if you want real, smash the subscribe button and stick around. If you want just another YouTube channel where it's all grits and glamour and like not reality, just a Disney Channel version of somebody or like an acted version of their life, then I'm sure there's plenty of channels out there. I mean, I watch channels like that all the time, and yeah, they are so sick to watch. Dude, I don't know, my brain's all fried out right now. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna get some work done and then check in with you guys in a little bit. Going through my paintings and stuff over here, and I just found this one. Van Helsing, Purple Lambo, GMO. Weed, weed, weed. So I framed it. I painted this in 2019. Hang this one up on the wall as well. From where I came from, I am stoking right now. Got this fully cleared out. Got it vacuumed. Got it. Oh boy, it's ready. Now I got to organize the shelves, rearrange some of this stuff, maybe make like a little table here, like a little workbench for myself. And then, well, Sparrow's barking because she wants me to come upstairs. And then check this out. It's actually snowing. Maybe the weathermen know what they're talking about. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see any snow? I can't really see it on the camera, but it's snowing out. It's not gonna stick because it's pretty warm, but pretty cool. Oh yeah, you can see it if I point it down there. Tiny little bit of snow, ladies and gentlemen. Tiny little bit of snow. Slowly trucking around down here. I got all the moto stuff from the shed back in here to organize. Got all the oils, all my no-toil stuff for my filters, carb cleaner, WD-40, all that crazy kind of stuff. Dude, it is snowing like a motherfucker right now. Check this out. It's like actually coming down, like pretty crazy. It's not sticking, but it's snowing. Do you think we're gonna have a wintry winter this year, like a snowy winter? Like, look at my truck, it's kind of snowing. I don't know, looks pretty cool, honestly. Looks real Shradical, boys. Shradical. Yeah, so I don't know, just working on stuff. I am turning the shed into a wood shop art studio, and then just putting all my dirt bike stuff back inside. I'm too stressed out about people stealing it, and I like working on my bikes in the warm. I have like heat and air conditioning in this basement, and the shed is just nature. So art studio that is, and this is gonna be dirt bike heaven.
Everybody, the gang's all here.
So this is pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, this is what we've been reduced to.
How are you? How's everything going?
I'm hanging in there, keeping my distance, waiting to get vaccinated, you know. I think that there are vaccinations starting as early as today in many places. I got a preliminary email from Temple saying that they're going to start rolling out in a priority way vaccinations for employees. I do know that a big auditorium was reserved for this Wednesday for vaccines, so I'm assuming that's going to happen.
So, but I'm feeling pretty good. I haven't had any, my PV, I haven't really had anything like since that last situation, other than like...
Yeah, that was, the third week of October or so, and when we last spoke...
Whenever I talked to you on the phone is exactly the time I had atrial fibrillation.
You had this episode, it really laid you out, actually. You felt terrible. I think you were lying on the floor.
I like blacked out, yeah, like I passed out, yeah, it was weird.
It was bad.
I mean, by the time I spoke to you, you were already back in normal rhythm.
I'd say like 30 minutes, like 15 or 30 minutes, it was back to normal. And I didn't even take the flecainide that time at all.
But you were having ongoing little blips of symptoms, whether they're PVCs or whether they were...
Like every time I had to hit my inhaler, I'd have so many PVCs. Like it was like I was smoking crack pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely an adrenaline-like substance, the albuterol.
So that's the deal. Well, I haven't drank alcohol in 2 years because of my heart. And then I was thinking like, oh, I got to still have something to tone it down. But I think I'm just sober guy now because my heart's just messed up.
Yeah, not to give you an excuse to go back to any of that. At some point, if we end up doing an ablation, I have had people say that when they had a glass of wine or two, they would have their AFib. And if it eventually got to the point where they were having AFib at other times, and let's say we do an ablation and we controlled the AFib, they found that they went back to the wine and actually they didn't have AFib anymore. Not to facilitate vices, but
But
So you can go back to being an alcoholic if we do it
No, it's
later.
not. Maybe I'm gonna withhold
no,
ablation as a.
well, I'm a firm believer in like trying to switch my lifestyle before I go. I trust you 100%. I just like, why not switch my lifestyle first? You know what I mean?
We are in 100% agreement.
With you, meaning like I kind of want, you're the guy that I would let do it pretty much. You know what I mean?
Do you do them, Josh? You can.
Yes. I just did one last week. I'm doing another one this week, so I'm back in the saddle.
What about the radiation?
All right, let's open the 34-year-old birthday card. Hope your birthday is legendary, thrilling, extraordinary. You want to see something funny?
How crazy is that? And that's a magnet.
Robert, the big 34. Love, Dad. I hope you have a great,
just like you.
happy big 34. Love, Dad. Hope you have a great superhero birthday. I have faith the year ahead will bring you many special moments. Stay straight. I love you, Mom. P.S. You're a great dad. Cherish it. Nice, thank you.
That's for you, Dad.
Oh, it is? Mm-hmm. Nice, thank you. Look how cool it is.
Are you gonna be mad if I don't see you on your birthday?
Dude, I think you're,
Because the problem is, we're supposed to have a major snowstorm, and I'm supposed to have a major
I'm not even saying
nor'easter
this
in
to
New
be
Jersey.
corny. Like, what do you mean? I'm like so old this doesn't even matter anymore. This is what I spent my entire day doing. Cleaning the whole basement, setting up this section over here, and organizing all my screws and stuff. It's crazy. Got all my dirt bike stuff right here. Got my oil and stuff there. Still got a bunch of stuff to do. Got my pit bike in here. Got to bring my 450 in here. There's a guy coming to look at it on Thursday to potentially buy. Here's all my extra plastics, extra mufflers, extra parts, extra everything. And then I've pretty much just been rearranging the whole basement. Hung up all these paintings. This one that you guys saw earlier. Brought this toolbox back in and organized it with all my stuff. So pretty much just spent the whole day organizing the basement, cleaning it, wiping down all the cobwebs, all the mold, everything, and getting the hobbit hole back in order. But dude, I'm still so stoked. Like, look at that. This is gonna be so sick when I got 2 pitters in there, looking fresh. And then I spent a good portion of my day arguing with the boys at Snake Creek about a stupid pit bike event that I don't even care about. But for some reason, I was just getting way too into the argument. Yeah, according to those guys, pit bikes are just for virgins, and for all they care, they could just have a race in a field because it's just retarded pit bikes. So I pretty much just had to leave Lords of the Snake group chat and just really concentrate on my own thing because those guys just fully went delusional on me today. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, turn on your notification bell. I don't know if this is normal, but ever since I quit smoking weed, I keep coughing up black balls like this. Disgusting for you guys to see, but that's literally just like came from my lungs. Black lung. The tarest of tar lung.
Right now I gotta keep a ton of vision.